Hello everyone, welcome to a little bit of a different thing we're going to be doing for a few days or weeks, I don't know how long this will be. We're going to be playing Warpips Early Access. We're going to play through a whole campaign on this Early Access patch and see how it'll go for us. We'll do a new campaign here, and I think we'll play on normal. And let's see how it'll turn out for us. First we have to design our army. I think we'll go with a very basic flag. We'll go with this green one, this one here, and I think we would go with this color to fit in with the desert theme and everything that's going on, because from what I've seen, it looks to be very much desert island themed, and I have played this on the earlier patch, but this is the first time on the newest patch of the early access. But I thought like I would record it, because why not? I have some time to spend on this. We'll call it the Vanguard. Okay, so first of all, Warpips is like a tug-of-war game from back in the day when, like on armor games on Newgrounds and stuff like that. I used to play this all the time. So I'm glad there's like a game that's all about that now. Let's see what we have. Let's see, we have some Warpips and we have some Tacticians. That's gonna be good and interesting. We'll see how this turns out for us. I think we will go for... Ooh. We need to get up to Callus, this operation here, Callus Typewriter. But I think we will start with Operation Addicted Bathroom, because we get a Warpip here. And we'll just use one Warpip and some sandbags, and let's see how that turns out for us. Essentially, you have to pull down your units like cards, and you spend them on these operations, which are like single missions, basically. This is our headquarters, which we have to defend. And then the enemy base, which we have to destroy. Very self-explanatory, I think. Let's start by sending 2 Warpips out, because Warpips are pretty reliable. And we have some basic pistol pips going off our enemy. Here the first few missions should be relatively easy, in all honesty. I really like the fact that they actually go for the cover and everything. They have some kind of basic AI. And look, the Warpips actually go back for cover. We'll send out another Warpip to support them. Because against pistol pips, the Warpips should be able to just destroy them. Now we have an enemy wave coming with a UAC. But like, you can see how good the Warpips are simply because they are a lot more accurate. Yeah, really good. We'll get some sandbags for them. I think we'll upgrade this and get 2 more Warpips, because you need to spend like command points on upgrading everything. It's like a very unique system, and I actually really like it. I've gotten a lot of fun out of this on the previous patch, but there's been a lot of balance changes, so I'm excited to see what happens. Mostly in regards to the mercenaries, because apparently the mercenaries are very easy to... Oh, you need 5 command points now to get to Veterans 2. Interesting. The mercenaries are very easy to spam, so I think they've worked on balancing that. There are more Warpips, because we just need to overrun the space. So far it looks to work out pretty well. Let's get another population and just get another Warpip sorted. I really like using Warpips, they're very reliable. And that's the first mission done. Now you have this thing called Army Strength, which means we have to actually finish the island before everyone gets to max. When that gets to max, the enemy armies gets buffed, I believe. Oh no, that did not count as a connector. Ooh, that's bad. That's real bad. We're gonna have to go to... That's actually gonna hamper us a lot. Let's go for watery leather. Because we just need to get through this then. Here we'll get a sniper and mercenaries, but I think we can do it with just Warpips and sandbags again. Because early on you don't really need much else to get through the levels. So let's try and do that. Perhaps we can actually get the first island done today if I get through these operations fast enough. Yep, go. We'll start with 2 Warpips, because the enemy using Warfighters armed with AK-47s and pistol pips. and then the third Warpip. Those Warpips are very reliable, as I've said. Like, they take cover and they are very accurate. Problem is, I think the Warfighters do more damage because they're using AK-47s. So they use, technically, I believe, a higher caliber than us, but I'm not sure. Because this is supposedly based off the Colonial Marine Rifle from Aliens, but it seems to act more like a semi-automatic, not semi-automatic, but almost semi-automatic M16 or NATO issue rifle. Because I think we are very much based on like either a private military corporation or a NATO-style faction. Because the enemy seems to use a lot of post-Soviet Soviet equipment, so they are like essentially guerrillas or something, I imagine. Okay, let's get the veteran seat, so we are more accurate. Oh, stay in cover. We have these abilities called Defend and Attack, which will affect the AI and stats of our units. Now I order them to defend, so they'll try and get behind cover. But we ran out of it now. Yeah, you can see the AK-47s are providing a little bit more of a threat to our Warpips. Got 2 more Warpips. We also have an underslung grenade launcher, which is really handy. They do not get that. But I think overall their weapon, the AK-47, has a lot higher chance to do more. Oh, that hurt! There's also explosive hazards around the map, which you probably noticed. Okay, now it's no longer cover-to-cover fighting. We are gonna have problems because that is a lot of warfighters. I think we will upgrade our income. We'll wait until the enemy gets a little bit closer. And then we'll spawn in a bunch of Warpips here. And we'll have a whole squad here. As you can see, now that they clumped up, our Warp's got a good shot on them. And we'll get that. We'll get some sandbags for our Warpips. I really enjoy how the fighting looks in this game. That's a really well done part of the whole thing. Let's order an attack. This will make us more accurate and move faster. And then we have a UAC, which is essentially just a jeep that'll try and bring warfighters to the front. It'll turn around and spawn some warfighters and return to the base and get more, as you can see there. Oh no, they just... Oh, that's not good. They destroyed an explosive bell right there, which really hampered us. Let's see if these 2 warfighters can do a good job of keeping them at bay, though. Yeah, look at it. Look at the accuracy. Come on, Warpips. Do your job. Yeah, we can do this with just Warpips. I haven't seen the mercenaries yet, but I assume we'll pick them out for the next operation to see how they work. But it probably is not the same because I have heard there's now a limit on them, somewhat. So you can't just spam them like before. Because spamming them before made some operations really easy. But we got this operation done. Oh yeah, we don't have a lot of time on this one. So yeah, we have to go up here. We can buy a tactician. Definitely gonna do that. Upgrades I want to save up for the academy here. And next one we have to go for this one and then jump to the island there. This one's called Flimsy Plain. I suppose we'll try it and we'll try tacticians. Generally, this was an old strategy people used to do. Or perhaps still do, I don't know. Let's give it a try. We'll also bring some turrets in case that the mercenaries don't pan out early. Operation Flimsy Plain, let's go. Yeah, so we get 3 of them, okay. Spawn all 3 down early on. Which might be a bad move, but we just need some men out there to try and contest the fields. Ah, they do seem to work. Using the Uzis. Or what I assume is an Uzi. We can get a veterancy, which means we'll spawn 2 of them at once. If we can get to the next veterancy, they'll spawn 3 at once. Let's get an automated turret there. The automated turret is not that good, but it will keep the enemy distracted, as you can see. This cover is buying us a lot of time. And look at that. Double turret is working out here for now. They have a war mule though, which is like a truck that's gonna bring up war fighters. I think we're bringing in a tactician though. This guy calls in artillery strikes and buffs units around him. He also stays further back, so he actually does not advance unless there's troops to support him. So let's get some mercenaries to support him. Not good. Double mercenaries here. You see, he takes up spots behind the mercenaries here. We need one more command point, then we can get full veterancy. And yeah, now he's calling an artillery strike right there. Very nice. There we go, now we have full veterancy. We'll put up a turret there. This really is just one of the kind of games I used to play a lot back in back in school. Well, not really at school. I actually played this at home, really. There we go. Now we should get 3 mercenaries per pip. Yep. We got some artillery coming in. It's a little bit of a waste, but what can you do? Oh, that's not good. Our tactician move up there to die. Let's up a turret there. And all of the mercenaries forward. Mercenaries still seem very powerful when you can get 3 of them like this, but I think it's a good thing to have them limited by 3 at a time. It means they're still potent, but they're not as overwhelming as before, where you could just swarm the battlefield with them. And this time we get a base turret, which is going to help a lot. And we also got a heavy gunner. Now we have to go for this one, which is like a special operation, which is going to give us more rewards. And this one is actually going to give us a base turret, so I think we'll use the base turret ourselves. So I think for this one we'll pull in a Warpip, because I saw we get a Warpip. We'll put in a sharpshooter, because we get 2 sharpshooters, yes. And we'll pull in the base turret and some oil, because we might need a lot here to just survive. I'll also give us sand. No, we don't have sandbags. Damn it. Well, I'll see how this one will turn out for us, shall we? Okay, hopefully this one will turn out alright. The base turret will allow us to buy a lot of time for ourselves by just hammering the enemy. Well, that's a Scott launcher. I did say they use like Soviet or old Soviet-style equipment. They also have a watchtower here, which is gonna be a problem, trust me. Guys trying to get some hurt on it. Let's try and get a sniper here. There you see, he's already into work. Snipers can be very reliable early on. And since the enemy don't really have vehicles or sharpshooters, our snipers should be able to do a lot of work. That combined with our base turret. Let's get 2 snipers and then from there we'll start to work on Warpips. As this will allow us to just hamper the enemy. As you can see, it's working out pretty well. It's essentially creating EXP for us. Also, the music in this game is fantastic. Like, seriously. Like, good job to the composers, because this is some really good music. Really reminds me of, like, Red Alert almost, sometimes. Like Red Alert 3 with some of the allied themes. Very hard rock and punk-like. I even have the soundtrack. I believe this track is actually called PTSD. It's probably my favorite track, alongside 80s War. But this turret's not really, this watchtower's not really going down. And we overheated our base turret. There we go, they took it down. Very good job. Now we just need to push up with these Warpips and the snipers. Ah, but there's mines. Yeah, that's not gonna make it easy. With my color, it actually reminds me that almost that if I'm playing DDI in the old Command and Conquer games, and they are not due to their berets and red outfits. That's a fun little comparison. Wonder if that's intentional. Because in the old Command and Conquer games, the GDI was always yellow, and the NOT was always red. And it's a little bit hard for Warpips to push up here, and that's also going to be mines. But our snipers are continuing to lay hurt on the enemy. I think we'll invest in getting another sniper. There we go. Just used our command points on money and another sniper. A free sniper should allow us to bring a lot of pain on the enemy here. Oh, just so much death here. It almost looks like they're using a 50 cal? The American 50 cal rifle? I'm not an expert on sniper rifles though, or modern equipment in honesty. I'm more of an expert on more historical equipment like Soviet era stuff or World War II era stuff. Basically, the more modern we are, the more I'm lacking in my knowledge about it. But it seems to be working pretty well with 3 snipers here. Like, we're just going through them. Oh, ghillie suits. Ooh. I guess we'll soon have to give them ghillie suits. Just gonna keep pushing up with the Warpips here. There we go, full veterancy. Let's keep the flow of Warpips coming. The snipers will allow us to just pin at any one of the enemy that spawns in. Because the snipers do not target the base itself, so they'll essentially buy time for our Warpips to destroy the enemy base. Or at least do an attempt to. I mean, more Warpips will arrive. I think we'll spawn with them in a group this time. Let's just wait to have enough money and population. Not sure what that Warpip is doing, he's just staying behind the sniper though. Might be some AI stuff. This is early access after all. So this is not a finished game. You can buy it on Steam though, I'll have a link in the description for those interested. I've certainly been enjoying it a lot more than I thought I would. I guess the near modern military setting... Oh no, they're glitching up there. Order them to push. Oh, that's not a good glitch right there. And that's not good at all. That little crate there is messing us up. There we go. Just had to move the crate with the base turret. If you hadn't had the base turret there, that would probably have been a problem. Because if we reach the end stage here, we just die. You kind of have to hurry with these missions. Hey, Warpips, open fire! And that's how we do it. That's how we do it. Oh yeah, we don't have a lot of time though. Enemy strength is coming up. But we got shield pips from this too and everything, so that's gonna be handy. Now we need to decide our next move carefully. We don't have a lot of time, so I think we will head towards Soggy Shoes immediately and then for Flippant Army. Now the enemy here is going to use Sharpshooters and Buggies, but I think we'll go with Mercenaries, because I don't really like Mercenaries much. Shields. And the base turret. Actually, the base turret might be better for the next one. No, I think we'll keep the base turret for this one because of the Buggies. But now, we'll upgrade the War Academy, which is going to allow us to get more experience faster. Okay, they have the Tower Buggies, Sharpshooters, Warfighters. Hopefully Mercenaries, Shield Pips, and the base turret's going to be enough here for us. Let's give it a go. I promise they have a Sharpshooter tower right there to start. Oh, you can get shield pips out the gate now. Because in the previous patch, you had to wait a while until you could get your shield pips. That's gonna make them a lot more reliable to just buy now. Ah, we don't have enough accuracy here. There we go. So I think we'll buy a shield pip. And we'll buy a few mercenaries behind him. Yeah, that turns out for us. You can see the shield pip is already paying for himself, kinda. First, because he allows us to push up on the sharpshooters and the tower. It even allows us to take out the tower. Wow. Good on you, shield pip. But there he goes finally. There we go. That's gonna buy us some more time too. So I think we'll try and save up for the next thing there, and then we'll make a swarm with a shield pip and some mercenaries. Come on, there we go. So I think we'll spawn a shield pip, wait for him to move out. And then mercenaries behind him. And we have a buggy. The buggy is not that heavily armored of a vehicle, so it's not as bad. I think we'll get another shield pip. Yeah, we need the mercenaries up to support the shield pips. The shield pips only have a, like, what looks like a revolver mostly. Ah, that's definitely not a revolver though. Might be a Desert Eagle or something. It's definitely silver or chrome colored. But it's not very accurate. We might be in trouble here. I need to get the veterans further up, I think. Let's spawn one of you for your mercenaries. Order them to advance. Another shield pip. The problem with the warfighters here is they outrange our mercenaries. And it also looks like our shield pips are just not getting the job done. So this ain't looking too hot. And we overheated, not a good sign. We have one more command point though, and then we can get more mercenaries to work with, and our shields should have more defense. Yeah, the shield pips are not very accurate. I guess handling a ballistic shield while under fire is not that easy of a job. Then again, I wouldn't know, I'm not a soldier. We have one more command point. Yeah, I should probably have brought something else than just shield pips and mercenaries. I definitely feel mercenaries are not as good as they used to be, so that's actually a good thing. Force you to put a little bit more out there. We can upgrade our income though. And try and get this mercenary blob up here. That's 3 buckies, so that's not easy. The shield lasts for a while though, I will say that. Okay, defense so we get more range. Oh no. We just have to last a little bit longer. The wave ends around here. That's gonna allow us to get a chance to push up, hopefully. The shield pips are at least giving us the time we need, for the most part. The problem is all those war fighters and sharpshooters. They are a very good combination. There we go. You might be able to turn this around now, we just need to push hard. So we only have this time before the first enemy airstrike arrives, where this will become basically impossible. There are more mercenaries out there. Although we have 4 shield pips now, which is more than I've ever had, I think. At the field at once, that's a wall of steel, basically. You just need to get through all these warfighters. We'll go back into the base now. Yeah, we go open fire. Ooh, that one took a little bit longer. We got some good stuff from it though. But I think that's all I'm gonna have time for today. We'll do the rest of this island, or at least most of it, and then we'll start the next island tomorrow. I'll see you all next time, everyone. Bye bye!